Multidimensional arrays, presented by Gwen Alphen. What are multidimensional arrays? A multidimensional array is an array containing one or more arrays. PHP supports multidimensional arrays that are 2, 3, 4, 5, or more levels deep. However, arrays more than 3 levels deep are hard to manage for most people. The first multidimensional array that we will look at today is the two-dimensional array. It is the simplest form of a multidimensional array. It can be created using a nested array. These type of arrays can be used to store any type of elements, but the index is always a number. By default, the index starts with 0. And so I have a little code snippet of PHP that shows how to create a multidimensional array. You start by declaring my array is an array, and you use the parenthesis. Then the default key for each will start from 0, so you have one array that has the values of Scott, Henry, and George. The second array has the names green, orange, and purple. So just to display the information of the arrays, you have array 0, and it has Scott, Henry, and George, and array 1 has green, orange, and purple in it. The next array that we will be discussing is the two-dimensional associative array. An associative array is similar to an indexed array, but instead of linear storage, every value can be assigned with a user-defined key of string type. And so in this demonstration, we have Ankit will act as a key to this array. And the subject and marks are the key value pairs. So we have C is the value 95, DCO is the value 85, and FOL is the value 74. The next one, RAM, will act as a key in this array, and its C is 78, DCO is 98, and FOL is 46. And the final one, Anoop, will act as the key. So Anoop is an array, and its subject and marks are the key value pair. C is 88, DCO is 46, FOL is 99. Now when we echo and have it print out to the screen what it is, we show the display marks and then the array and then the 3 separate arrays inside of that one array. And that is the two-dimensional associative array. Our next array is the three-dimensional array. It is a form of multidimensional array. Initialization in the three-dimensional array is the same as that of the two-dimensional arrays. The difference is as the number of dimensions increase, the number of nested braces will also increase. And this is shown in the syntax here. You have an array of all of these items. Then you have an array that has more items, that has an array in it. And then you have your elements. So you have 3 layers of arrays in this one array. And a more graphical showing of this shows here you've got 3 arrays, array 1, 2, and 3. Then you have 3 columns in each of those arrays, column 1, 2, and 3. And then you also have in each column 3 rows, 1, 2, and 3. And here we have a code example for the three-dimensional array. So we have an array called myArray. And now in that array, there is another array with 2 arrays in it. The first one is 1, 2, and the second is 3, 4. Then you have another array that has 2 arrays in it, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So to display the information, you do the print myArray, and you have an output of the first array, 0, has the array in it with 1 and 2, and it also has the array in it with 3 and 4. And then array 1 has the array with 5 and 6, and then 7, and 8. So each time it gets layered that little bit deeper. Accessing multidimensional array elements. There are mainly two ways to access multidimensional array elements in PHP. Elements can be accessed using dimensions as an array name, first dimension, second dimension. Elements can also be accessed using a for loop, or they can be accessed using for each loop. And of course, there is a code example following. So we have an array called marks. And in the array, we have the ANKIT array that has C of 95, DCO is 85, and FOL is 74. Then we have the RAM array and the ANOOP array, which also has the C, DCO, and FOL numbers. So you can access the array element using the dimensions. So it's going to show out echo the marks ANKIT C, and so what you will have is it will find the one that's the ANKIT C, and it says, oh, it's 95. Then you can use a for each loop. You can go for each marks as mark, which is our variable, then echo mark sub C, which is the first one, mark DCO, and mark FOL. And that gets you the next 3 lines of the C, DCO, and FOL numbers of each of these elements in the array. Thank you for watching my presentation on PHP multidimensional arrays.